Chapter 61 The Intention of Forming an Alliance. You are listening at novelfull.audio. You and Zhujian have a good talk. I'll go and teach Feijin a lesson. Xiuyu disappeared in an instant. Madara stopped with peace of mind. Hashirama saw Madara stop, and stopped too. Madara, let's have a good chat. What happened to Togama this time is our Senchu's fault. Facing Madara, even Hashirama was a little excited at this moment, because Hashirama felt that they were getting closer and closer to their dreams getting closer. So what? Could it be that Quan is dead, and you have to die for another life? Madara couldn't help but sarcastically. I'm sorry Madara, I can't let Quan's life for another. After all, I am Togama's older brother, but I can exchange my life for Togama. I only hope Madara, after my death, will lead the two clans to form an alliance and create a peaceful village. After Hashirama finished speaking, he pulled out kunai and stabbed at his heart, and Madarain-ji quickly knocked Hashirama's kunai to the ground with a shuriken. Madara looked at Hashirama with a complicated expression. He really didn't expect Hashirama to commit suicide immediately when he said he would die for his life. In this way, most of my anger has disappeared. After all, Quan is not dead now, and no irreversible tragic results have occurred. Hashirama, do you really believe that we can build a peaceful village together? Yes, I have always believed. Hashirama's answer was firm. Looking at this opponent who grew up with him, Madara has mixed feelings in his heart. This time I let Feijin go, but although Feijin can't die, Xiuyu will teach him some lessons. It's okay, as long as you don't die. Hashirama relaxed now, revealing his original naive nature again. There was a faint cry for help from Tomona in the distance, but Hashirama pretended not to hear it. Obviously, if he didn't teach Tomona a lesson this time, Uchiha's anger would not dissipate, and there was no hope of forming an alliance. So this time I can only sacrifice Tabima. Stop yelling, Hashirama won't come over, so give up on Feijin. Besides, even if Hashirama comes, I'm worth it. Xiuyu advised Feijin to give up futile resistance. Feijin's heart sank, not because he was worried about his own safety. After all, seeing Xiuyu's appearance, he knew that he was not here to kill him, and after hearing Xiuyu confidently say that he was worthy of his elder brother, he regretted why he failed to eradicate Quan. Isn't Quan dead? Tomona asked unwillingly. He's not dead, with me here, unless he dies, there's no way he can't be rescued. Xiuyu cruelly dispelled Feijin's extravagant hopes. This time it was Xiuyu who disrupted the situation again. Damn it, he should have figured out a way to kill Xiuyu if he knew earlier. I always feel like you're thinking about something very rude. It seems that I want to teach you a lesson. Either you get caught, or don't blame me for being ruthless later. Don't worry, I won't kill you for Zhujian's sake. Seeing Feijin's gloomy face, Xiuyu planned to strike cruelly. Flying Thunder God used Flying Thunder God to distance himself from Xiuyu. Uchiha Flame Formation. A huge barrier of flames rose up, trapping Tomoma within the barrier. Don't struggle, I know you have the technique of Flying Raijin, but your Flying Raijin is not perfect. All your kunai with space coordinates are shrouded in the Uchiha Flame Array. No matter how hard you struggle in vain. Xiuyu strolled in the courtyard, not in a hurry. Now Qianshou Feijin has been forced into a corner by himself, looking like a cat catching a mouse. There is no need to worry at all. The matter of Feijin was really on fire. I didn't expect that I couldn't escape even with the Flying Thunder God. In the future, we must upgrade and perfect Flying Thunder God as soon as possible, otherwise we will not be able to run away in the future. Even so, it's not Tomona's style to sit and wait. Water escape, water breaking wave. The high-pressure water gun shoots at the flame array, stirring up white mist, which can't do anything to the Uchiha Flame Array. Feijin, don't take it for granted. The Uchiha Flame Formation is not something you can destroy now. Even your elder brother doesn't have the ability to do it now. Obediently let him go, and I will give you some face. Xiuyu's bad taste came up. This time, we must teach him a lesson. Humph, it really is the evil Uchiha clan. I've caught you. Xiuyu took a chance and finally caught Tamama in the Uchiha flame formation. If it wasn't for fear of killing Tamama, he would have used large-scale ninjutsu to cleanse the barrier. 5-element seal. 4-element seal. Xiuyu directly cast 2 seals in order to prevent Fei Jian from escaping. Uchiha Xiuyu, where did you learn these sealing techniques? The Uzumaki clan. Damn it, did the Uzumaki clan defect to Uchiha too? Tamona could see that the sealing technique seemed to be the work of the Uzumaki clan. Mito taught, you don't have to think so much. In fact, the Uzumaki clan is neutral and has not formed an alliance with the Uchiha clan. You can rest assured that the Uzumaki clan will not target the Senju clan. Xiuyu was more than happy to give the letter explain it now, so that Fei Jian will not be suspicious all day long. You made Quan Nai very miserable. If it weren't for me, Quan Nai would probably die. The pain of flesh and blood is inevitable. After finishing speaking, he didn't wait for Fei Jian to refute. It was a severe beating, anyway, as long as he didn't beat him to death, he would die. Fei Jian is also hard-hearted, no matter how hard he beats, Fei Jian will never say a word. Then Xiuyu felt that it was not enough, so he punched Fei Jian's face a few times, and he didn't stop until Fei Jian's entire face was swollen. Led Tamama, who was beaten into a pig's head, to join Madara. At this time, Madara was discussing the alliance with Hashirama, and Hashirama almost didn't recognize it when he saw Toikuma, who was beaten into a pig's head. Xiuyu, you're being a bit ruthless. Why do you only hit your face? Brother, don't talk about it. Fei Jian stopped his elder brother's question, and now the longer the delay, the more embarrassing he will be. Now I just want to find a crack in the door to get in. Hashirama, this is the last time. Don't blame me for not giving you face if you dare to attack Toikuma in the future. Xiuyu threw the extremely embarrassing Fujian to Zhujian. I put 2 kinds of sealing techniques on him, and I can't use chakra to fight in half a month. Remember to put him in the clan and settle him down. Good. Xiuyu has already taught Fei Jian a lesson. Although this is not enough to compensate for the damage done to Quan Nai, after Quan Nai recovers, he still has a chance to take revenge. Madara also acquiesced in Xiuyu's treatment of Tokima.As for the alliance. Madara and Hashirama have already communicated, and will find a way to promote the alliance of the 2 races as soon as possible later. As for the other ninjas in the Land of Fire, such as the Hyuga clan, the Sarutobi clan, the Shimura clan and other smaller ninja clans, they will come to visit one by one after the alliance between Senju and the Uchiha clan is completed. The next time Senju meets Uchiha is when the covenant will be formally concluded. Madara and Hashirama took Xiuyu and Tobima away respectively. Chapter 62, Quan Nai Awakens. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Quan wakes up, the patriarch. Lord Xiuyu, with Quan's awakening, the entire Uchiha clan seems to be active again. In fact, everyone understands that the Uchiha clan's fame in the ninja world is mainly due to the power brought by Madara, Xiuyu and Quan. The people of the Uchiha clan knew very well that when Taijima was leading the clan, the Uchiha clan could only be said to be as famous as the Senju clan, and they were both the largest ninja clan in the Land of Fire. Now there is a faint trend of the largest ninja clan in the ninja world. So for the Uchiha tribe, Madara, Xiuyu and Togama are all indispensable, leading the Uchiha tribe to a powerful leader. Brother, Xiuyu. Quan Nai was still a little weak. Don't worry about Chuan. Xiuyu and I are the supporters in the clan. We even fought with Qianshou, and fought against Hashirama Tobaiza, and Xiuyu helped you to teach Xia Feijin a hard lesson. That's right, I beat Tobima into a pig's head. Do you need me to demonstrate the transformation technique to you? Xiuyu almost made Quan Nai laugh with his quick boasting. Okay, if you keep doing this, I'll burst into laughter again when I slap my wound. Quan Nai understood the kindness of the 2. Brother, have you discussed with Zhujian? Are we really going to start an alliance? Yes, Hashirama and I have made a decision, and we will form an alliance in a few days. Then we will slowly subdue the major ninja clans in the Land of Fire and establish a unified village. In other words, the dream of peace is in sight. Madara clenched her fists. Quena has something Madara hid from you. Xiuyu suddenly changed the subject. Xiuyu, what are you talking about? Quan Nai's injury is just right. Madara sensed something and wanted to stop Xiuyu from continuing to speak. Brother, let Xiuyu tell me whether it's about the Kaleidoscope Sharingan. Don't keep it from me. Brother, are your eyes going blind? Quan Nai already guessed what Xiuyu wanted to say. Izumi, you. Madara's expression was complicated. Have you noticed, Quana? Yes, this time Madara almost missed in the battle with Hashirama and was successfully attacked by Tokina. When Madara was using Susanoo, he was suddenly forced to disarm Susanoo. Madara, is it possible that the side effects can no longer be suppressed? Xiuyu was very clear about Madara's kaleidoscope. After repeated battles, Madara's eyes must have been overwhelmed. Now is earlier than the time when Madara changed eyes in history, and Madara's eyes should not be so bad now. Xiuyu, have you noticed too? Madara's expression was a bit bitter. Yeah, I let the avatar go with you just because I was worried. It was impossible to undo Susanoo suddenly when you were fighting Hashirama. It only shows that you really didn't control the side effects of the kaleidoscope at that time. The reason why I said it in front of Quan Nai is that you understand the reason, and I think Quan Nai understands it too. The Uchiha needs you now, Madara, you must be prepared. Even at the expense of my brother's eyes? I refuse. Madara refused in one breath. Brother, I am willing. These eyes can play a greater value for you, and you will lead the tribe to a new peak. Besides, I just transplanted my eyes to you, and I can still live well. Quan Nai also understood Xiuyu wanted to transplant his own eyes to his eldest brother, and Quan Nai was willing. How can a Uchiha who has lost his eyes live well? Madara is unwilling to transplant his younger brother's eyes because he knows clearly that Sharingan is the core of a Uchiha's survival. Will eyes, even living is better than dying. One of Quana and Madara wanted to help the eldest brother, but the other refused to help. Originally, without Xiuyu's intervention, Quana would have died under the sneak attack of Tamona. Before dying, Quana entrusted her eyes to Madara, so that Madara opened the eternal kaleidoscope. Now that Quan Na is living well, Madara is not willing to accept Quan Na's eyes at all. The situation has reached an impasse. Can you two listen to my opinion? Remember that I asked you to remove the eyes of the former patriarch Uchiha Taijima? We can transplant Quana's eyes to you, Madara, the eyes of the former patriarch transplanted to Quan Nai, so that Quan Nai's strength can be guaranteed without major loss. Xiuyu's words instantly reminded the two of them. Xiuyu, how did you expect all of this at that time? Madara and Quana only now understood why Xiuyu proposed to remove Taijima's eyes. It seemed that Xiuyu had expected this day long ago. Xiuyu knew that his foresight would be noticed sooner or later, so he told a white lie. Quena, Madara, you all have opened the Kaleidoscope Sharingan. You should know that besides Susanoo, Kaleidoscope also there must be another power. Both Madara and Quana nodded, and there were indeed other pupils in their eyes. Sharingan is the pupil of the soul. The ability to awaken has a great relationship with my wish. My eyes can predict the future. So I foresee this future scene in the long river of memory. I suggest you keep the previous patriarch. This is the reason. Xiuyu's lie was perfect, because Sharingan's pupil technique has infinite possibilities. Susanoo. Xiuyu's skeleton appeared beside Xiuyu. The pale golden chakra entity and Madara were different colors from Azuna's Susanoo. Madara and Quana finally believed Xiuyu's explanation, lie, at this time that in fact, even if Xiuyu didn't explain, they wouldn't ask. The three of them also went through the ups and downs of the Warring States period, and they wouldn't affect their relationship because of this, but the confusion in my heart has never been answered, and I am very aggrieved, although now the two of them don't know that this is the truth of Xiuyu's nonsense. I understand the truth, but why do I see that you can activate Susanoo with 3 jades? Well, it's probably because of my extraordinary talent. Xiuyu shrugged, and finally seized the opportunity to do Versailles in front of Madara and Quan. Then I'll transplant my father's eyes, and Quan's eyes should be kept by himself. Madara decided to transplant Taijima's eyes after careful consideration. I still think it's better for you to transplant Quan's eyes. Believe me, in the future I see, after you transplanted Quan's eyes, you opened the eternal Kaleidoscope Sharingan, and you will never lose your eyes because of the power of your pupils. Risk of blindness due to restriction. Madara, you will unlock the true power of the Uchiha clan. You are the patriarch of the Uchiha clan. You must maintain your combat power and lead the Uchiha clan to overcome obstacles. And don't be careless, Madara. Do you think Hashirama really did his best when he fought you? Madara's pupils shrank, understanding what Xiuyu meant. So it turned out that Hashirama hadn't used his full strength when fighting against him. Brother, you should believe in Xiuyu, and I believe in him too. Besides, it's not like Sengoku doesn't have the opportunity to open the kaleidoscope. Chapter 63. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Madara was finally convinced, and both Xiuyu and Quan persuaded him to transplant his eyes, although Madara also knew that it would be difficult to use Kaleidoscope Sharingan as much as he wanted without the eyes being transplanted. The operation was performed by Xiuyu and Mito together. For this reason, Xiuyu also took many monographs on modern eye hospitals for Mito as a reference in advance. I even carefully observed Uchiha Taijima's eyeball shape structure and chakra meridians in order to be foolproof. With the cooperation of the two, the eyeball transplant operation was quickly completed. It's just that both Madara and Quan need to rest after the transplant. Uchiha Madara during the Fourth World War can even use Sharingan and arms as plugins to plug and play, which is no different from a disc, but that is the gain brought about by transplanting the cells of Senchuzujin after Madara's resurrection effect. Uchiha Sasuke transplanted Itachi's eyes to rest for a long time. It's a pity that not everyone has a fairy body like Senchuzujin's, and the self-healing ability is so terrifying that it doesn't need any treatment. During the time when Madara and Quan had their eyes transplanted, Xiuyu sat in charge of the entire Uchiha. After Madara and Quan knew that Xiuyu could even kill Susan with Sengoku, there was nothing to worry about. Don't worry, even if Hashirama knocks on the door. On the other side, a heated argument broke out among the Senju clan, about an alliance with the Uchiha clan. Master Patriarch, I do not agree to form an alliance with Uchiha. Our two clans have been fighting for 100 years. The hatred between us is too deep. I can't trust them. I also object to the Patriarch. My father died at the hands of Uchiha, and I can't forget the tragedy of his death. The clansmen talked a lot, and of course there were a small number of silent ones. They were people who did not object but did not know whether they should agree or not. Years of wars have made them hate fighting, but as members of Thousand Hands, they are unwilling to evade their family responsibilities. In the swing between fighting and war weariness, they don't know how to deal with themselves. Brother, if we form an alliance with Uchiha, there is no doubt that our Senju clan will be at a disadvantage. Now the combat power of our Senju and Uchiha has been out of balance. Even so, should we form an alliance? In the language, another worry in everyone's mind was expressed. Yes, even if everyone is willing to form an alliance compared with the current combat power of Uchiha and Senju, Uchiha will definitely occupy a lot of advantages in the newly established village later, which is something Senju does not want to see. My clansmen, and Tabima, one thing is certain, peace is imperative, alliance is the general trend. I know you still have hatred in your heart, but why not Uchiha? There is only an alliance between two clans, and then unite. Only the other big and small ninjas in the land of fire can put down the troubled times. I know that everyone hates war. I am the same as everyone. Please believe in me, Hashirama, and take this step bravely. Please everyone. After speaking, Hashirama was about to give everyone a seat, but was quickly stopped by the surrounding clansmen. There is one thing that Hashirama does better than Madara, and his personality is stronger than Madara's, but Madara's affinity is too bad. Okay Patriarch, we all believe in you and are willing to follow you to try. The trust of the clansmen moved Hashirama very much, and Hashirama felt that the burden on his shoulders was heavier. Only Toikuma pulled her face, and didn't bother to pay attention to Hashirama. Seeing Faima's stinky face, Hashirama was not angry. After all, it wasn't the first time his younger brother Faima rejected him. Hashirama smiled and put his arms around Toikuma's shoulders, pretending to be affectionate between the two brothers. "What are you doing with your face at Toikuma? You see that the clansmen have agreed, so hurry up and think of a way." Turning her head away, she was arrogant and refused to answer. "Okay, don't lose your temper with me, Feijian. Everyone has decided to form an alliance, so you can help me think of a way to deal with it." Faima couldn't hold back Zhujian's nagging, so he had to help Zhujian make suggestions. "Brother, since we really plan to form an alliance, we Thousand Hands must find a way to occupy the leadership of this alliance." Tobuma looked at Hashirama seriously. "Is this leadership very important? It doesn't affect the alliance between our two races." Hashirama was not as thoughtful as Tomona, and did not carefully consider the meaning of leadership. "Brother, look into my eyes seriously." Tobuma gripped Hashirama tightly, and said word by word, "Leadership is very important. Only when you have enough leadership can you decide the direction of the alliance's development and decide to establish a village in the future. The direction of the village will determine the various rules and regulations and policy guidelines of the village in the future. If Uchiha gains the leadership, they want to squeeze other ninjas, and other ninjas have nothing to do. Against the Senju clan, it will be difficult for Senju to resist. Because resistance is tantamount to overthrowing the village we built together. Brother, can you understand me when I say that?" After hearing Toikuma's earnest words, Hashirama finally understood what Toikuma meant. "Although I understand what you said, Tobuma, the most urgent thing now is to form an alliance with Uchiha first. As for the leadership, we will talk about it later." Hashirama interrupted Tobuma happily. As Madara's friend, he didn't want to calculate the Uchiha clan. "Forget it, I knew you still had this attitude in the end, big brother." Tobuma shrugged helplessly, and the big brother's reaction was within his expectations. But so what? The eldest brother doesn't understand, but he can make good arrangements. After forming an alliance, first go to win over other ninjas, and exclude the Uchiha clan, and then the leadership is not in the hands of the Senju clan in the end. Hashirama didn't know that Toguma had never given up the idea of restricting Uchiha. Immediately after Senju's clan meeting ended, Tomona took several clansmen to visit the Sarutobi clan, Shimura clan, and Zanju clan successively, and reached an agreement in private. At this moment, Xiuyu didn't know about Feijian's secret wooing of ninja clans of all sizes, medium and small, and Xiuyu wouldn't care if he knew about it. After all, as long as you have enough strength, you can violently overturn the table, not to mention Sarutobi, Shimura, and turn in our ordinary ninjas who can't get on the stage. Among them, only the Sarutobi clan is still somewhat famous. As a middle-level ninja clan, although they were not well known during the Warring States period, they can be regarded as a little famous. In Xiuyu's eyes, only the Hyuga clan can be counted. This is because Hyuga still has Hyuga Tennin, and they have such an evaluation after adding a group of relatives on the moon. Not every little ninja is worth approaching by the Uchiha clan. The Senju clan finally gradually unified the opinions of most people, and sent representatives to the Uchiha clan to deliver invitations. Both parties agreed to choose an auspicious day to hold the joining ceremony of the two races. Chapter 64: The Opening of the Eternal Kaleidoscope, the First Battle of the Peak. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Open your eyes slowly, yes, slowly. How does Quan Nai feel? Xiuyu's maid Ling helped Quan Nai slowly undo the gauze from her eyes. Quan Nai seemed to feel that the light in the room was a bit dazzling, so she couldn't help covering her eyes with her hands. The white field of vision slowly became clear, and in front of them were Xiuyu and Xiuyu's servant Ling with a calm face. There is also a big brother who looks hopeful. Madara, don't worry, I told you that Quana will be fine. Now it's your turn, Madara. As the scene in front of her became clearer, Quan Nai's eyes gradually returned to normal. Quan Na felt the feeling of chakra flowing in the eyes, and the flow was not hindered at all. Taijima is Quan Na's father, and the compatibility between the two is very good. Brother, don't worry, I'm fine, my eyes don't feel a bit sluggish, and I even faintly feel that my pupils are better than before. Now I'll see how your transplant is going, brother. Quan was very surprised. After Sengoku wrote Sharingan, her pupil power has increased. Apart from not being able to use the unique pupil technique of Kaleidoscope, it is likely to be more powerful than before. Blade, it's your turn now. Xiuyu helped Ban remove the gauze carefully. It didn't take long for Madara to adjust to the light in the room. Open your eyes and the whole world becomes clearer. This is not only because her original Kaleidoscope vision has deteriorated severely, but also because the pupil power of her new eyes is as surging as the sea. There is a turbulent force that seems to break through the seal and come surging. This feeling, this power, is this the real power of the Uchiha clan Sharingan? I even have the illusion of being a god. Madara murmured, falling into the power of the Kaleidoscope for a while in the ocean. Does Madara feel that he is omnipotent now? Xiuyu teased. Ha ha ha. Madara scratched his head in a rare way, but didn't say anything crazy. Even the eye replacement surgery was insisted on by Quan and Xiuyu. This time Madara did not speak out. Looking at the beautiful new textures of the Kaleidoscope in the mirror, Madara felt that Hashima was nothing more than that at the moment. Xiuyu, let's find a place to compete. I want to try this new power. I can't wait for a moment. Madara looked at Xiuyu with a frantic expression. Come on, Xiuyu, today I want to have a good fight. Then you have to be careful, Madara, you have no chance to win. Xiuyu laughed wildly. It's crazy. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. Ha ha ha, Xiuyu, have you held back for a long time? We Uchihas should be unrestrained. Come on, let's see who is the god of Uchihas. That the chakra release of the two people instantly caused tremendous pressure on the people around them. Xiuyu. Fight with Madara farther away. Don't release chakra in the Uchiha land. Mito said angrily. Xiuyu and Zebra withdrew their momentum and left the Uchiha clan in an instant. Quena, are you going to watch the battle? How could I not go to watch the battle? That the two looked at each other and smiled. Then he chased after him in an instant. In the valley of the end, Xiuyu and Madara stood facing each other in the distance. Madara, the last time I came to this place was when you fought Hashirama. Yeah, this is the place where I fought against Hashirama last time. This is the beginning of everything and the end of everything. Why not call it the Valley of the End? Madara's long hair flew wildly. Madara, you know, I've been waiting for a long time, and I can finally fight you again today. Remember? The winner of the last fight was me, and both Hashirama and you were losers. Madara's face flushed slightly. Damn it, last time he won against me and Madara at the same time. Wasn't it the time when we peed in a competition when we were younger? Which pot is not opened and which pot is lifted? Xiuyu, it's still unknown who will win and who will lose today. Come on. Let's skip those meaningless temptations and start fighting directly. Susanoo, that the huge blue Susanoo rose from the ground, and after reaching the form of a samurai, it further increased and put on a blue armor. The originally, meter-high Susanoo directly turned into a giant hundreds of meters high. It even grew huge wings. Xiuyu, are you the first person to see this power? Don't let me down. The art of controlling the earth rock armor giant. The huge rock giant rose from the ground, which was about the same size as Uchiha Madara's Susanoo. Xiuyu, are you underestimating me? Don't worry, Madara. Xiuyu yelled, Susanoo, a mighty Susanoo. Between them, the golden Zunu and the rock armor giant merged into one, turning into his own thick armor. The majestic Susanoo has also grown huge wings, covering the sky and the sun, and his power is even more powerful. What now? Madara. Xiuyu laughed loudly. Madara, don't let me down. Freeze. Xiuyu's mighty Susanoo began to solidify, and the thoroughly finalized mighty Susanoo grew 3 heads and 6 arms, each holding a knife, a spear, an axe, a sword, a shield, and a halberd, 6 weapons. Come on, Spot, Madara saw that Xiuyu Susanoo was much taller than his full-body Susanoo. Condensation. Madara's Susanoo was almost completely finalized, turning into a two-faced and four-handed warrior. I'm going. Xiuyu, that the two drove Uchiha's exclusive Gundam and began to charge at each other, and the whole ground was shaking that a clash of swords created a hurricane that blew away dozens of kilometers of land. A huge earthquake spreads. What's the matter, is there an earthquake? The people of the Uchiha clan felt that the whole earth was shaking, because the Uchiha clan was not far from the battlefield, and the shaking was very obvious. It's okay, Master Quan has an order. It's Master Xiuyu and Master Madara who are competing, so don't worry too much. You can watch the battle 1 kilometer ahead, remember not to get too close. When everyone heard that Master Xiuyu and Master Madara were fighting, they immediately put down what they were doing and rushed to watch the battle. After all, it is rare for the two of them to fight, and now they don't know what state they have reached. There is no Uchiha who is not warlike. Before everyone had gone far, they found two giants fighting against the sun. Oh my God, is this the Susanoo of Lord Xiuyu and Lord Madara? With such a huge size and such terrifying power, are they still human? What did you say about the Patriarch and Lord Xiuyu? No, what I mean is that this is already a god, right? Only gods have such great power to penetrate the world, right? Yes, Lord Xiuyu and Lord Madara are already the gods of the world. The gods of ninjas are well deserved. I am very fortunate that our Uchiha clan has two gods. That the two Uchiha clans who were discussing looked at each other and smiled. The Uchiha clan was about to dash forward. Mito and Quan were watching the battle not far away. Of course it was because Mito and Masahiko Kayakawa had activated the 4 red sun formation, otherwise it would be too dangerous to watch the battle at close range. Has Mr. Xiuyu reached this level? Mito naturally felt that the stronger the man he admired, the better. Love can easily blind people, and Mito was stuck in Xiuyu and couldn't extricate himself. Hey, Xianghe, how do you think the great elder guessed that Xiuyu could get to where he is today? Zheng Yan was bored watching in the enchantment. He was already numb to this scene of gods fighting like a battle between gods, but he was glad to bet in his heart if the bet is correct, the Whirlpool clan will be able to flourish for a day when Xiuyu is in the future. Masahiko admired the determination of the great elder, and also admired Mito's vision. Whirlpool Xianghe rolled his eyes and said, You ask me how do I know? If I could know, would I still only have this little strength? Masahiko muttered in a low voice, Obviously you are useless. Hearing this, Xianghe almost died of anger. Chapter 65 The First Battle of the Peak, continued. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The violent air flow scattered, the ground split open, and even the surrounding mountains were split by the Susanoo of the two. As the battle continued, the aftermath gradually spread, and finally even the Thousand Hands clan were detected. Togama was the first to discover this battle. Due to Togama's strong perception ability, the two huge Susanoos are like lighthouses in the dark, and the huge chakra can be clearly felt hundreds of kilometers away. Tabima and Hashirama took several elite clansmen to investigate, only to find that two giants were fighting fiercely. The Golden Prestige Susanoo and the Blue Crow Tengu Susanoo collapsed the mountains, and the earth was full of ravines, just like a scene of annihilation. The blue one is undoubtedly Uchiha Madara's Susanoo, but I haven't seen it in just half a month. How come the shape, size and power have undergone earth-shaking changes? The golden one, Hashirama was very puzzled. Compared with now, Su has a big gap. He has improved so fast in just half a month, and now he dare not say that he is a sure winner. Brother, don't worry about it. The golden Susanoo is almost Shuuchiha. I have already sensed his huge chakra. When did this damn guy open the Kaleidoscope Sharingan? Aggrieved, now that Xiuyu and Madara have become popular, if he dares to find fault, he is afraid that he is courting death. Brother, let me ask you, can you beat Madara and Uchiha Shu with all your strength? Tamama asked through gritted teeth. Hashirama looked at Tabima with an incredulous look, as if saying that if you want me to die, just say so, there is no need to be so euphemistic. You may be thinking too much. Your elder brother is not omnipotent. He can fight one of them evenly, but fighting two, you should also feel that Xiuyu's chakrabin is no less than me. How many? Faima sighed softly. Now that the Uchiha clan has skyrocketed, neither he nor his eldest brother can contain the development of Uchiha in a short period of time, but now the Senju clan has fallen into decline, and strictly speaking, it's because I'm holding back. If I'm strong enough to fight Uchiha Xiuyu, then Senju's situation won't be so bad. We can only use the method of combining vertical and horizontal to win over some other ninjas, and increase the bargaining chip on Qianshou's side. Although it is a small method that cannot be put on the table, it can only be done temporarily for the current plan. Fortunately, the Uchiha clan is arrogant by nature and not very flattering. The rest of the ninja clan more or less hate the Uchiha clan. After all, no one likes people with upturned nostrils. Xiuyu. Ha 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 ha. Have fun. Madara, are you going to decide to admit defeat? Xiuyu pretended to be between Susanoo's brows, and after a battle, the excitement faded away. This battle can be said to be evenly matched, and it can also be said to be hearty that I didn't exert my full strength. After all, the fighting power of the prestige Susanoo is more than that, but Madara didn't fight with his life either. Overall, it's still balanced. Only Xiuyu knew in his heart that this was probably the last battle for balance of power. After all, with the evolution of his immortal body and the gradual awakening of Otsutsuki's bloodline, it would be difficult for Madara and Hashirama to catch up with him if nothing else happened. Forget it, Madara, let it go. Although I know you haven't enjoyed your fight yet, but look at the surrounding terrain. If you continue to fight, this area will be destroyed by us. Let alone look at the east side. Hashirama and Tabima is watching the battle from that direction. Xiuyu had already enjoyed himself to the fullest, and Zhu Jian and Fei Jian were watching the battle, so he planned to end the competition. Madara also heard Xiuyu's meaning, although he was still a bit reluctant, but still respected Xiuyu's meaning and gave up directly. Hashirama meets you again. Xiuyu and Madara rushed to Hashirama's viewing place after releasing Susanoo. Long time no see, Madara, Xiuyu. You really had fun fighting, and I want to fight with you too. Zhu Jian still envied the relationship between the two of them now, similar to the relationship between himself and Madara. As for Togama, well, I don't know why Fei Jian felt empty in his heart, looking at his elder brother as if he had lost something, but at the same time he seemed to have lost nothing. You two had a great time fighting, and now the surrounding terrain has been directly destroyed. Tabuma didn't know what kind of mentality came out of, seeing his eldest brother and Madara. Xiuyu was chatting vigorously, and interrupted abruptly. Xiuyu also didn't expect Feijian to be so capable of doing things when he was young, and couldn't help but sneer. Then Feijian, how about you level the terrain here, and after the leveling is completed, you can become a Mr. Onmyoji. This time, Feijian didn't hear Xiuyu ridiculing him as an Onmyoji. After all, only ninjas dominate the world of Naruto, and Feijian has never heard of Onmyoji. Hashirama, Uchiha is ready to form an alliance. Have you settled down with the Senju clan? Now when the alliance will start, I'm waiting for you to express your opinion. Madara cut straight to the point. Hashirama agreed to build a village together, but now you're moving too slowly. When will you be able to integrate the Senju clan? It's not like you, Hashirama. Hashirama was a little embarrassed by what Madara said. After all, he was the one who said to build an alliance and build a village at the beginning, and he is also the one who is holding back now. I see, Madara. In the next 2 days, I will rectify the 1,000-armed clan as soon as possible. Just wait for my news. Then wait for your good news. Xiuyu and I will go first. Madara and Xiuyu turned around and left after speaking. The Uchiha clansmen are already waiting for them ahead. Lord Patriarch. Master Xiuyu. The Uchiha clansmen cheered their names, and they didn't know what to say to their patriarchs. There is honor. Everyone was excited and faintly restrained their urge to cheer. Both Xiuyu and Madara could see the big guy's excitement. Stop pressing down, lift up your patriarch, let's cheer. Tonight, Uchiha will never return. When Xiuyu didn't speak, everyone didn't dare to be presumptuous. Now everyone swarmed up, throwing Xiuyu and Uchiha Madara together. Throwing them all into the air, cheers to our patriarch and Lord Xiuyu. Welcome the two ninja gods. Welcome to the two ninja gods. Welcome to the two ninja gods. Ha ha ha, today I, Madara, have only one request, everyone will not get drunk tonight. Don't get drunk, don't go home. Don't get drunk, don't go home. Tonight we are all Uchiha, that at most, Uchiha set up a huge bonfire, and the whole clan gathered together to cheer, sing, and drink that as Xiuyu and Madara took the lead to drink with the clansmen. Uncle Masahiko, Uncle Xianghe, you see, the Uchiha clan is actually no different from our Uzumaki clan. They both love life and cherish their companions the same. The bonfire also illuminated Mito's face red. Yeah, they are all human beings, how much difference is there in nature? But I can only say that the Uchiha people are not good at expressing feelings, and it is easy for every ninja to misunderstand the Uchiha clan. Masahiko knew that the previous self felt Uchiha is arrogant and indifferent, cruel and ruthless. Just looking at the Uchiha tonight, how is it different from the ninjas in the world? Chapter 66 The Celebration of the Vortex. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Xiuyu woke up heavily from his sleep, his head was still aching, he drank too much carelessly last night. After all, he and Madara drank together with the entire Uchiha clan. It was somewhat affected, more of it was the impact of suddenly letting go of the string in my heart. I finally have the basic self-protection ability in the Naruto world, and the psychologically tense strings are also loosened. The wooden door creaked open, and Mito came in with a snack in his hand. Is Xiuyu awake? Let's eat something. Xiuyu got up and found that his clothes had been changed. She raised her eyebrows and asked, My clothes, Mito? Ling and I changed the clothes for you, because you are too heavy, and it is very troublesome to change it for you alone. Mito blushed, as if what he just said was not about changing Xiuyu's clothes, but helping Xiuyu take off his clothes. Clothes problem. As a man, Xiuyu actually didn't intend to continue teasing Mito. After all, Mito is still the little princess of Uzumaki, and the two are not a couple in name. Mito, let's go back to the Uzumaki clan. I need to discuss the future position of the Uzumaki clan and your affairs with the Great Elder. Xiuyu knew that he had to settle the matter between himself and Mito, at least give Mizu it as a basic title of the household. Mito made a mosquito-like voice. For Mito, returning to the Uzumaki family is the way home. Along the way, Mito and Xiuyu talked and laughed, and the expectation in their hearts was about to come true. Xianghe, we two old men have returned safely. Ha ha ha. Masahiko and Xianghe started their daily dislike for each other again. Masahiko is promising. We have experienced a lot of war scenes. But we've never seen a Susanoo fight or a wooden man fighting a Susanoo. Don't brag like you did. Now it was Xianghe's turn to be speechless. That's right, this group of young people is really terrifying now. The three of them can quell the entire Fire Nation. The world is changing too fast, and the two old guys, Masahiko and I, almost failed to keep up with this era. Fortunately, Xiuyu became one of his own in the end. Thinking about it this way, I was a little excited. A group of 4 soon arrived at Uzumaki village. Looking at the familiar Uzushio village, Mito also has a sense of homecoming. The group was quickly brought to the meeting room of the Great Elder by the guards of the whirlpool. Hey, Xiao, Mito is back. And Xiuyu. The Great Elder looked at the two and said with a smile. The Great Elder and the two of us. Masahiko raised his left hand inappropriately. The Great Elder saw it, and said perfunctorily, Oh, Masahiko is back too. Xiang, he kicked Masahiko from the bottom. Can you stop looking for presents at this time? Are you here to be cute? That when Mito heard Hibiki's words mocking Masahiko, he almost couldn't help laughing out loud. What is the reason why you came to the Whirlpool clan this time, Xiuyu? The Great Elder has already learned about Xiuyu's current strength from various sources. That I feel that I really made the right bet at the beginning. Great Elder, the first thing is that Uchiha and Senju are about to form an alliance, and then we will build a huge village together with other ninjas from the Land of Fire. We have decided to pacify the land of fire and end the war of the warring states. It's a chaotic world. Xiuyu's understated words were like thunder on the ground, exploding in the ears of the first elder. Thinking about the current strength of Xiuyu, Madara, and Hashirama, it is really not difficult for them to put down the troubled times. Thinking about the relationship between Xiuyu and the Whirlpool clan, he breathed a sigh of relief. I understand your determination, and I don't reject the unification of the Fire Nation, so Xiuyu, what I want to know is, what do you think of the Uzumaki clan? The great elder asked his own question after deliberation. There is no doubt that the Uzumaki clan is also my clan, and the relationship between me and Mito is here. Besides, the Uzumaki clan treats me like relatives, so I am not a fool, so how can I not see it? Xiuyu also spoke from the heart. Although the Whirlpool clan also bet on themselves, the Whirlpool clan never asked for anything, and didn't even think about any rewards, and just gave blindly. Such direct and bold trust completely moved Xiuyu. The great elder was also relieved when he heard Xiuyu's words. Although he had bet on the right person, if Xiuyu was a white-eyed wolf, everything would be in vain, and fortunately, Xiuyu was not such a person. Then, our Uzumaki clan is willing to form an alliance with the Uchiha clan first, but our Uzumaki clan only listens to your assignment and opinions. In other words, the bond between us is you, Xiuyu, not the Uchiha clan. Xiuyu also understood what the great elder meant. It was nothing more than believing in himself, but Uchiha still had some concerns. Of course, Xiuyu can also understand. After all, the alliance between one clan and another clan is not a child's play. In addition, I also made a formal request to the great elder. Please betroth Uzumaki Mito to me. Let's make a marriage contract first and give Mito an official title. Xiuyu knelt down on one knee, took out a bouquet of flowers and pointed at him. Mito said, I'm sorry Mito, maybe this scene is not formal or romantic enough, but I think you should also be waiting for such a day. Mito shed tears excitedly, picked up the flowers, smiled and said with tears, yes, I seem to have waited for a long time, and I have only known you for more than a year. The great elder looked at this scene with a smile, and his mood became even better. The Mito girl found her wishful husband, and Xiuyu is the god of ninjas. They complement each other perfectly, and my Uzumaki clan should be happy. After some discussion, they decided to invite the Uchiha clansmen to hold a simpler engagement ceremony. Neither Xiuyu nor Uzumaki Mito had any objections. Poor Uzumaki Masahiko and Uzumaki Hibiki had two old faces and brought a letter to inform the Uchiha clan. Madara and Quan quickly prepared an extremely luxurious team and rushed to the Uzumaki clan with loads of gifts. There was joy along the way, with gongs and drums beating. The atmosphere was so lively, in Uzumaki village. Everyone is also busy with lights and festoons. Everyone likes the little princess who loves the family, Uzumaki. Mito, and Mito's object is also Uchiha Xiuyu who came to the village before. Although everyone thinks that Uchiha people are not particularly easy to get along with, Xiuyu has always been humble and polite when he was in Uzushio village. Everyone has some impressions. What's more, the title of ninja god of Xiuyu, Madara and Hashirama is gradually spreading. The people in the whirlpool know what kind of person their little princess is looking for, and they all silently bless their little princess in their hearts. Chapter 67. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The Uzushio village was decorated with lanterns and festoons, and by the time the Uchiha clan arrived, the village was almost ready. Madara took Quan and the clansmen to move the cartloads of items to the Uzumaki clan, and when they saw the elder, they greeted the elder very politely. After all, he came to Uzumaki on behalf of Xiuyu, which is tantamount to supporting Xiuyu, not to embarrass Uchiha, and at the same time to leave a good impression on Uzumaki clan. Even before setting off, I specifically took care of the tribe's attitude and needed to be more friendly. The Uzumaki people who received the Uchiha were still very puzzled. They all said that the Uchiha clan was arrogant by nature, but the reception felt pretty good. Even the news quickly spread to the Qianshou clan, and even Qianshou Zhujian soon came to congratulate Xiuyu's engagement with some gifts. Of course, this time Zhu Jianxian reminded Wan to ask Tabima to stay at home honestly and not to make trouble. Of course, Feijian is not a fool, To trouble Su Xiuyu now is tantamount to courting death. It would be strange for Su Xiuyu to let himself go if he ruined someone else's engagement, not to mention he would offend the Uzumaki clan. Big brother thinks he is a fool for doing such a thing. Madara. Xiuyu. Hashirama finally caught up with Su Xiuyu's engagement. The banquet is about to begin. Hashirama, your movements are too slow. Why did you come here now? Su Xiuyu joked. Xiuyu, you didn't even notify me. I'm lucky that I was able to catch up. Hashirama said with a wry smile. I don't believe that you, Senshu, don't have many spies in the Uzumaki clan. After all, you are too slow, Hashirama. Madara folded her arms and said with a serious face, today was an important occasion, and the tribe reminded Madara to be more serious, but it turned out to be self-defeating and frightened a few Uzumaki kids. This. Hashirama was speechless. It couldn't be said that although there were spies, they were all under the control of Toikima, and even Tokaima didn't tell him about it. Isn't this a trick for my younger brother? Brother, don't look too serious on your face, be natural. Quan Nai saw that Hashirama was a little embarrassed, and helped Hashirama change the topic. I wish my younger brother was as sensible as you, Quanna. Hashirama praised Quanna when he saw Quanna help him out. Quan Nai rolled her eyes and said, if I were like your younger brother, I would have been beaten to death by elder brother and Xiuyu long ago. Zhu Jian had a nail in his mouth, so he had no choice but to keep silent. The banquet can be said to be a feast for the guests and the host. After the banquet, Su Xiuyu asked everyone not to leave, and the Uchiha clan prepared a fireworks display. All the guests here, the people of Uchiha, the people of Uzumaki, and the friends of Senju, we will have a specially prepared fireworks display later, which will start at the largest training ground in Uzushio village. If you have nothing to do, you can move stepping into the training ground. Everyone will be able to see an unforgettable fireworks show tonight. Xiuyu, you haven't discussed it with me. Why do you have any other programs prepared? Mito asked Su Xiuyu in a low voice beside Su Xiuyu. Well, on purpose. I just want to give you a surprise. Since it's a surprise, how can I discuss it with you in advance? I remember that when I came back to Uzumaki village for the first time, it was your fireworks display. It just so happened that I prepared a grand fireworks display this time. Alright, let's rush there too. After everyone arrived at the training ground, they waited patiently for the start of the fireworks display. Everyone didn't notice that the elders who had participated in hosting the banquet were not in the stands. Next, everyone is ready to watch the most grand fireworks display. Please don't blink, don't be afraid, our safety measures are no problem. Because the scale of the next fireworks is too large, safety protection measures need to be taken. Great Elder, thank you. The Great Elder smiled and said, you young people are still energetic, that's all, the old man is going crazy with you today. Masahiko, Xianghe, are you guys in your seats? Get ready for the Great Elder X3. For Scarlet Sun formation. X4. The entire stands of the training ground were protected by the 4 red sun formations. Hey, it's too exaggerated to watch the fireworks and need the protection of the 4 red sun formations. What is Xiuyu going to do? Hashirama was also in the stands. The trick is not to watch the fireworks but to destroy the country. Susanoo. X2. Su Xiuyu and Madara shouted. 2 Susanoos rose from the ground, 1 gold and 1 blue, soaring into the sky. Is this the rumored Susanoo? I still don't quite believe what Masahiko said, but now that I see it with my own eyes, I really didn't live my life in vain. That's right, Susanoo symbolizes destruction, and everyone in the world says that once you see it with your own eyes, you will inevitably die. When I heard this rumor, I still felt that it was exaggerated, but now it seems that my vision is narrow. No wonder there is a saying that the Uchiha clan already has 2 ninja gods. It seems that it is not an exaggeration. I just don't understand how fireworks uses such an exaggerated ninjutsu. Hashirama probably knew what Su Xiuyu and Madara were planning to do, and he could only feel that this kind of thing would only be thought of by Su Xiuyu. The 2 huge Susanoos are still growing. With the increase of the 2 chakras, Susanoo gradually stabilized at the level of perfection. because this is not a battle, the two have to be careful not to cause too much damage to the training ground of the Vortex clan. The two complete Susanus have almost covered the sky and the sun, and the stands below are like a group of people looking up at the mountains above the two statues. The people who belonged to the Senju clan were in the most complicated mood. After all, watching their old rival Uchiha clan show Susanoo, the mood is quite complicated, although I know that my patriarch and Madara are also equal or even slightly better, but there are two Uchihas. Blade, are you ready? Okay. Then I can start. Madara started to make madras, and Susanoo followed suit. Fire escape, the fire is gone. X10086. Imperial Earth, Earth Dragon Bullet. The huge Earth Dragon rose from the feet of Xiuyu Susanoo, and gradually circled from Susanoo's feet to Susanoo's neck. This trick was the idea that Xiuyu thought of after seeing the wooden dragon in Jujian. The huge Earth Dragon kept firing small Earth Dragon bullets into the air. On the other side is Madara's super powerful fire escape blessed by a kaleidoscope, constantly firing huge flames. The flames and Earth Dragon bombs collided in the sky and formed a huge explosion, scattered. The entire sky was covered by colorful explosion flames. This is the fireworks show that Xiuyu intends to perform. Even the clay spit out by the Earth Dragon bomb was arranged by Xiuyu in advance. The specially made clay is made by Xiuyu doped with different metals and metal compounds. When it encounters a high-temperature flame, it will produce a flame reaction, so that beautiful fireworks can be formed. Xiuyu also worked hard for this fireworks show. The combination of ninja talent and high school knowledge of physics and chemistry formed this spectacular fireworks. Everyone watched this fireworks show fascinated. The pyrotechnics performed by the two ninja gods in person are truly spectacular. It is impossible to see more spectacular fireworks in the future. Mito was even more moved and speechless that I thought the man I liked was dull. But now I find that Xiuyu is romantic to the core. The sky has never been dark tonight, the stars cannot shine. Chapter 68 Contacting the Major Ninja Clans. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Last night's fireworks display ended smoothly, but Uchiha's two ninja gods spread. Of course, only the Uchiha clan and the Uzumaki clan feel very happy, and the Senju clan's mood is hard to describe. Xiuyu's firework captured a large number of little fans and girls. Now the teenagers of the entire Uzumaki clan adore this powerful man, and the girls of the entire Uzumaki clan adore this romantic man. If they didn't feel that they might be beaten to death by Princess Uzumaki Mito, some little fans even wanted to confess their love to Xiuyu. After all, who would not like a romantic ninja who is handsome, charming, powerful, and even called the god of ninjas? Now Mito is the most envious of girls. Madara, we can quickly contact the other ninja clans in the Land of Fire. The main ninja clans in the Land of Fire, the Yamanaka clan, the Nara clan, the Akimichi clan, the Yum clan, the Inazuka clan, and the Hyuga clan, we can all come and visit us. Don't be afraid of trouble. After all, to build a strong village, the power of each ninja is essential. After all, it's impossible for the Uchiha clan and the Senju clan to rush forward in everything. Our two ninja clan and the Uzumaki clan alone are not enough manpower. Of course, we must also pay attention to the right to speak. Even if we build a village, competition within the village is inevitable. Uchiha needs to seek the right to speak in the village. Madara also knew what Xiuyu said, but Madara originally disdained dealing with these little ninjas. From Madara's point of view, as long as Uchiha is strong enough, there is no problem that cannot be solved, but it is impossible for Madara to pretend that he didn't hear what Xiuyu said to Madara. The two of them, together with Quan, decided to split up and start contacting the major ninja clans. As for the three Sarutobi and Shimura clans, they didn't care anymore. After all, the relationship was not good, and they didn't bother to put hot faces on cold asses. Xiuyu was in charge of communication between the Yamanaka clan, Nara clan, and Akimichi clan. Quan was in charge of the rest of the ninja clan, and Madara was sent back to Uchiha by the two. Both felt that Uchiha Madara was unreliable. The first stop that Xiuyu went to was the Nara family. According to his memory, the Nara family's opinions were generally the main ones of the Chiquito family and the Yamanaka family. In fact, in Xiuyu's opinion, this is also a very wise approach, to entrust the areas that one is not good at to someone who is good at it. It has to be said that this is also a kind of survival wisdom. Master Nara, I am Xiuyu Uchiha, and I am here to pay a visit on behalf of the Uchiha clan. Sitting opposite Xiuyu was Nara Shikadai, the current patriarch of the Nara clan. There is a high probability that it is from the Nara Shikakuna series. I've heard about Uchiha's name for a long time, and I hope you can forgive me for the lack of hospitality today. Nara Deer Terrace is worthy of being the patriarch of the Nara clan. The meeting place is arranged at the entrance and exit of the breeding Nara deer herd. There is also a pair of shogi at the door. Eat the grass on the ground. Everything is in line with the tradition of the Nara family, the herd of deer, and shogi. I don't know if Xiuyu has studied shogi. Lutai asked slowly. It seemed that it didn't matter what the answer was. It's a pity for Lutai. I'm a person who doesn't know how to play chess at all. To be precise, I don't like such complicated games very much. After all, I'm not very good at strategy or anything. Xiuyu shook his head. In his whole life, Xiuyu was not considered a wise general, and he was very clear about his own weight. That's a pity. After all, you seem to fit the status of a chess player. Lu Tai sighed softly. Clan Chief Nara, don't go around in circles with me. You should know the purpose of my coming. I will go straight in. Would the Nara clan be willing to reach an alliance agreement with the Uchiha clan first? That the Nara patriarch who was playing chess stopped in mid-air. Unfortunately, I may disappoint you, Master Xiuyu. Our Nara clan has already reached an agreement with the Senju clan. I can only say that you are one step late. Xiuyu clenched his fists tightly, and the Sika deer beside Nara Deer Terrace seemed to feel the evil spirit, and they scattered to escape. Nara Shikadai nervously looked at Uchiha who was sitting opposite him, because it was really difficult to judge Uchiha's character because of the first contact. Without enough information, there was no way to accurately judge the opponent's way. To be honest, according to the information obtained, if Uchiha turned his face, the Nara clan would be destroyed directly today, but it is a pity that the Nara clan cannot afford to offend the Senju clan. What's more, the Nara clan is indeed more optimistic about the Senju clan. Xiuyu also understood that the Nara clan might have no way to fight for it, which also meant that the Chiudao clan and the Yamanaka clan had no chance. Even if it was me who came out this time, it didn't affect the direction of history. Xiuyu actually didn't care about the choice of the Nara clan. According to his current strength, even 10 Nara clans were not enough for him to fight, but I am neither a tyrant nor a conqueror, so what does it mean for me to destroy the Nara clan? Even if my village is really established, he doesn't care about the deterrent power of my village. I am the biggest deterrent, and I can turn the table at any time. To sum it up in a sentence from Madara of the Four Wars. Which adult would be serious with a child? Xiuyu was angry whether he came forward in person or was rejected. Damn it, he didn't know whether it was because of his shame, or because the Uchiha clan was unpopular. I understand the meaning of the Nara clan. I respect the choice of the Nara clan. By the way, the Kadai clan, it is true that I am not good at shogi, but I have never lost in shogi, even if the opponent is Uchiha Patriarch Madara Uchiha. Xiuyu looked at the herd of deer in the forest of Nara's family. Oh, does Uchiha clan chief Madara also like shogi? Nara Shikadai was really curious, because he had never heard of Uchiha clansmen who liked to play shogi. That's not true. In fact, Madara doesn't know how to play chess at all. I am the same as Madara in this regard. We don't play chess. Generally speaking, we don't bother to pay attention to people who like to play chess with us. Me and Madara, in the face of cumbersome chess games, we usually overturn the board directly. Xiuyu looked at the herd of deer in the setting sun, and grinned the corners of his mouth, revealing sharp canine teeth, and the red Sharingan eyes looked like fresh blood under the reflection of the setting sun. Nara Lutai suddenly felt a chill all over. Xiuyu's words had something in them, and they were so clear that Lutai shuddered. Lord Xiuyu, you were joking. Ha 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 ha. Xiuyu laughed and turned to leave. Notify the clansmen that you must be more respectful and careful when you see the Uchiha clan in the future. As long as Uchiha Xiuyu and Uchiha Madara are alive, you will never fight against Uchiha. No matter what the circumstances. Master Patriarch, is this too exaggerated? It will affect our Nara clan. The Nara clan is only alive. If you die, you have nothing. Information about Uchiha Shu and Uchiha Madara is sealed within the clan and must not be leaked, and must be passed on from generation to generation. I always feel that the wind wants to be calm but the trees are endless. Lu Tai looked at the deer in the forest, speechless for a long time. Chapter 69 failed to win over. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The correction of history has a strong inertia. Even if Xiuyu did not exist in the first place, Konoha's village construction will continue to move forward according to the torrent of history.at. This time, no one has figured out how to build the village in the future, but Xiuyu has even thought up the name of the village. It's a pity that he still couldn't resist the torrent of history, and didn't win over the 3 ninjas of Juludi.I. In fact, it doesn't hurt if you don't win over successfully. Xiuyu is just adhering to the teaching that one more friend is one less enemy that he learned in his previous life, and worked hard to pave the way for the Uchiha clan to move forward, but it really doesn't matter if you don't succeed in attracting them. After all, only cattle and sheep will go in groups, and tigers and leopards always go alone. That if Xiuyu wanted to, he could even destroy the pig-deer butterfly clan in one day, but what's the point of that? I am not a murderer, let alone slaughtering a group of weak people does not make any sense. After thinking for a long time, Xiuyu's mood improved a lot. Even if the plan to win over the ninja clan failed, the Uchiha clan still had Uchiha Madara and himself. Even after Uchiha Madara returns 100 years later, he still has himself. Looking at the further improvement of Daitongmu's bloodline in his system panel, Xiuyu knew that he still had a long lifespan, and he might even be as immortal as the Daitongmu people. Of course, the immortality of the Otsutsuki clan means that if there is no accidental interference, people will die if they are killed. Being unkillable doesn't mean that she can't be sealed. Kaguya was still sealed on the moon by her 2 good children. What I need to worry about more is the life of Uzumaki Mido. Although the Uzumaki clan is very long-lived, there is a limit to how long they can live. Mido secretly practiced the Een seal because Aimi wanted to maintain a youthful appearance. Of course, there is nothing wrong with Mido's idea, but Xiuyu also likes it very much. There is still a lot of time to think of ways to make Mido live forever, and even have the opportunity to go to other worlds, and there is always a way to extend Mido's life. It didn't take long for Xiuyu to rush to the place of the Uchiha clan, and the Uchihas in the clan saluted Xiuyu one after another. As soon as he entered the meeting room, he saw Quan and Madara chatting listlessly. Xiuyu, how are you doing? Is Zuludi's wooing completed? Madara asked casually. I'm sorry, I failed. The Nara clan has already formed an alliance with the Senju clan in advance. The 3 Inokabute families have always been in the same spirit. If the Nara family refuses, the other 2 families don't have to think about it, just give up. Xiuyu shook his head. There is a high probability that it would be the same result if another Uchiha was used in the past. Senju's speed of attracting other ninjas is too fast. At the peak combat power, other ninjas report to the group to keep warm, otherwise they will be trembling like walking on thin ice. What about Quan? I'm sorry, big brother. I also got the same result here. Basically, I declined politely. Madara silently looked at the clansmen outside the window, and sighed softly. Forget it. Anyway, we Uchiha don't need these little ninjas to keep warm. What's more, we have the Uzumaki clan as allies. What about the Hyuga clan? The Hyuga clan relied on Hinata Tenin's opportunity to form an alliance with us, but they ignored the Senju clan's solicitation. It's okay, they are just a corrupt clan. When Hinata Tenin dies, this group of white-eyed people will be completely rotten. Hinata Tianren is so old, how many years are left to live? Hyuga. I'll go to Hyuga. Xiuyu thought of Hyuga's relatives on the moon. It's useless to go, give up trying to win over the Hyuga clan, it doesn't make much sense. Both Quan and Madara didn't understand why Xiuyu was still entangled with the Hyuga clan. You don't intend to destroy the Hyuga clan, do you? Xiuyu was speechless. Do you too treat me as a murderer? As for the failure to form an alliance and become a genocide? Ha ha ha, then I can rest assured that I will go back early. It didn't take long for Xiuyu to arrive at the clan land of the Hyuga clan. Xiuyu didn't go in, and waited patiently outside for Hinata Tenshin to come out by himself. As expected, Hyuga Tennin quickly found Xiuyu, and then hurried out of the clan area. Your Excellency is Uchiha Xiuyu, who has been widely rumored recently. I don't know why you came to visit. Hyuga Tennin looked at Xiuyu, the arrogance from when he saw Quan before disappeared, and his forehead was sweating vigorously instead. Even the calf of Hinata Tennin, one of the most powerful men in the Warring States period, trembled slightly. Hinata Tenshin's mood at this time is complicated. Originally, when Quan talked about the alliance, she didn't take it to heart at all. Now that I see Uchiha Xiuyu going back and forth, I don't understand what the Uchiha clan is planning to do. After opening his white eyes, Uchiha Xiu looked like the sun in the sky, and the huge chakra machine on his body almost burned Hinata Tennin's eyes. Are you Hyuga Tennin? Yes, Lord Xiuyu. I want to make a deal with you. Tell me the passage to the moon, on the condition that I can take action to save the Hyuga family from a crisis. You should know that there is almost no one on this land who is my opponent. Your white eyes should see that clearly. That's right, Xiuyu came here to ask the Hyuga clan about the passage to the moon. My lord, I don't quite understand what you mean. Hinata Tennin pretended not to understand what Xiuyu meant, trying to get away with it. Don't pretend to me. I know that the descendants of Otsutsuki Yumura are on the moon. I know exactly what's there. After all, strictly speaking, they are also distant relatives of your Hyuga clan. I believe you should understand what I mean by now. Think carefully before speaking. You know, relatives on the moon covet your eyes all the time. Hyuga Tennin's pupils shrank suddenly, and his heart was overwhelmed. He really didn't expect Uchiha Xiuyu to know so many secrets, and even be able to clearly say the surname Atsuki, and some of them didn't understand what it meant in just a few sentences. It seems that the other party is indeed confident. Since your lord has said that, if I still refuse to say it, then I don't know how to flatter you. Hinata Tianren said with a bitter face. I pretended to be Tianren. No, if you still refuse to say it, I won't be angry with the Hyuga clan, but it's at least a small notebook to write it down. Hinata Tennin's smile became more and more bitter. Isn't this narrow-minded, and there will be a good end after writing it all down in a small notebook. My lord was joking. I will present the path of the passage right now. I hope Lord Xiuyu will remember his promise, and help Hinata when he is in danger in the future. Looking at Xiuyu's young face, Hyuga Tennin knew that he and Madara would be the masters of the ninja world in the next few decades, and he was already old. Probably this is fate. Chapter 70 Preparations for Konoha Village. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In the end, the Uchiha clan gave up almost all the original plans to win over various ninjas. It's not that Uchiha didn't want to win over, but in the end it was discovered that almost most of the ninjas had been won over by Senju. Quan Nai was not too surprised to learn that it was Qianshou Feijian's handwriting. After all, Feijian is very wise. In addition, Uchiha Madara and Xiuyu didn't care too much. After all, they didn't care how the herd's team grew. Finally, the day has come. On the towering cliff, the Uchiha clan and the Senju clan met again. This meeting will be recorded in the history of the village in the future. The only difference is probably that there was no Uchiha Quan's death in this meeting, and there was no scene of Senju Juma Kunai committing suicide. Hashirama, long time no see. Do you still remember this cliff? When we were young, we also swore on this cliff to build a peaceful village so that children no longer need to go to the battlefield. I also said that if such a village can really be established, I will protect my younger brother in this place overlooking the forest. Hashirama, I once laughed at you for being an idealist. I didn't expect our ideals to fail so quickly. Looking at the large forest below from the cliff, Madara was full of emotions for a while. Madara, our dream has really come true. Hashirama and Madara signed a peace agreement on behalf of the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan, and began to build the village from now on, except for the Uchiha and Senju clans' own Uzumaki clan. The other ninja clans negotiated to resolve the land division below. Everyone started to contribute money and efforts to build a new village from now on. Then what is the name of the village? Hashirama pondered. I'm not good at naming names, Hashirama. Xiuyu interjected and said, let's call it Konoha. Where the Konoha dances, the fire is always alive. It means that the village will continue to develop in the future. I agree. Feijian agreed with Xiuyu's words rarely, for fear that his elder brother would come up with some unreliable name. After all, I have also heard the idea of the elder brother. If the elder brother named it, it would be a disaster. Then call it Konoha. Madara also agreed on behalf of the Uchiha clan. Why did you decide so quickly? I still want to choose a more powerful name. Hashirama said that he can still use his talent in naming. Reject, big brother, it's called isn't it good in my village? Don't think about it. Hashirama, who was hit instantly, went to the corner and became depressed. Speaking of Hashirama, your task is actually the heaviest. There is a lot of forest land around my village, so I will leave this to you. After all, it is very convenient for you to plant trees in Muduan. And do you have any? How to provide a temporary shelter for everyone who builds the village? For example, the wooden dungeon. Now Madara is not polite at all to order Hashirama to work, it is really because it is too convenient to plant trees in Hashirama. Of course, Hashirama, you will plant trees and afforestation, and I will level the land. That's right, Uchiha Madara has already thought about it and directly leveled the ground with Susanoo, which is quick and convenient to clean up. Xiuyu laughed at Madara's idea. He never thought that one day the majestic god of ninja would use Susanoo, a symbol of destruction and destruction, to level the land. The current Madara is quite different from the original Madara. Okay, the task of afforestation will be handed over to me. Hashirama said that it was too simple. Other ninja clans such as the Sarutobi clan, the Nara clan, and the Yamanaka clan all began to help, and directly launched a large-scale production campaign. The Chiodao family used the technique of doubling to transform into giants to help carry supplies, build bridges, and build houses. The Nara clan used their own shadow secret technique to help build defenses and direct the overall construction work. Although everyone was still wary of each other on the first day, the construction of the whole village was in full swing. Even Tamona and Quan helped build the village together. There was also a rare smile on Tabima's serious face. Just as the construction of Konoha village was in full swing, the news that the ninja clan of the Fire Nation had unified and built a village together spread throughout the rest of the country. The ninja families in the land of thunder, the land of water, the land of earth, and the land of wind all heard the shocking news. Originally, everyone was on a separate side, but now that the ninjas of the Fire Nation have unified, it is very likely that the ninjas from other countries will be unlucky. After all, there were Uchiha and Senju, two well-known ninja clans in the ninja world, in the original Fire Country, and their strength was vaguely superior to other ninja clans. Everyone felt a lot of pressure. Although Konoha did not take any external actions now, being strong was the most direct threat. How can you allow others to snore when your lying side collapses? As the strongest ninja in the land of thunder, the Yuya clan is good at thunder escape ninjutsu. After learning the news of my Jinsuan, he was deeply inspired. Relying on the powerful strength of the Yuya clan and being moved by emotion, he understood it with reason, and soon won over a large number of ninja clan from the Kingdom of Thunder, and also intended to follow the Fire Nation and build a united village. Originally, the conflicts among the various ninjas in the Land of Thunder were not as sharp as those in the Land of Fire, mainly because the Yuya clan in the Land of Thunder was much stronger than other ninjas, so there were no fierce conflicts. Soon the news that the Yuya clan established Yunin village spread. Everyone can also see that the establishment of Yunin village is to imitate Konoha of the Fire Country. No one is a fool to see the advantages of building a village. Even the backward villages will develop more slowly, with backward population and dispersed force. The rest of the Water Country, the Earth Country, and the Wind Country will soon learn from each other and establish their own villages. The Warring States period is about to come to an end. Looking at the various buildings and houses that go up every day, Konoha's construction is basically the same every day, and it changes drastically in 3 days. The ensuing question is who should be chosen as the leader of the village. As soon as this question was raised, the other little ninjas didn't say a word. The little ninjas knew very well that no matter how much the leader of Konoha would take their turn, no matter from the size of the family or the strength of the ninjas, the leader would only born from the Senju clan and the Konoha clan. The image of the Senju clan is more popular with other ninja clans, but now the Uchiha clan is stronger. According to the principles prevailing in the Warring States period, the leader should respect his strength. It's a pity that based on the principle of the leader of Konoha village, the strength of the Uchiha clan has become the reason why everyone fears the Uchiha clan. No small ninja is willing to be a cow or a horse under the hands of others. Even if Uchiha does not have such an idea, it will not delay the defense of other ninjas against Uchiha.